Of Arby's Kitchen Talk, and thanks so much for joining me and Asia, the makeup artist for this evening. I am simply delighted that she's with us. Now, the topic this evening is foundation matters. And so we're going to talk about obviously makeup and foundation and how important it is. But we also want to talk about how important it is that we establish the right kind of foundation in relationships. And we want to talk specifically about romantic relationships because I don't know, that's just something that's really dear to my heart. So, without further ado, I'm going to let Miss Campbell talk to you a little bit about herself before we get into this whole makeup thing. All right. So,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you want me to just talk a little bit about myself? Oh yeah. So it's actually pronounced Asia, not like the continent.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
It's okay. So I've been doing makeup for about 18 years now, and I love it. It's one of my passions. My background's in public health. I originally went to school for that.
Okay.
Was doing that for a number of years, and then kind of got into makeup and worked in a number of different settings in retail, as well as just freelance and did it on my own. And so I still do it. I'm kind of on the tail end of makeup artistry as far as like I'm starting to plan for the future as far as, you know, what are the next steps. But I still love it. It's very close to my heart. And I've also been married for the same amount of years. I started my business the same year I got married. Wonderful. So I've been married for 18 years. So
has it been that long?
It's been that long.
Oh my goodness.
You remember?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So this is wonderful then. Okay. So foundation.
Yes, foundation.
And you are the perfect person to talk about it because you have been married for 18 years and you know how important foundation is and relationships are.
Absolutely.
And you're an expert in this whole makeup.
Thank you.
So let's get started.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay.
So I just brought some complexion products because I'm gonna do your skin.
Okay.
Just basically a complexion demo, and I'll talk through what I'm doing as much as I can, and then you can ask me whatever questions you want to ask.
Okay.
Sound good?
Right. Sounds good.
And I know we spoke before this, so she told me that she likes light coverage.
Light.
So she likes things to look natural. So we're gonna do just a tint on her. I think your skin's beautiful.
Ooh.
So we don't have to go in with anything heavy.
Okay.
So we're gonna build. I'll show you how I kind of build a complexion story, so to speak.
Okay.
So we always start off with a good moisturizer. That's the best thing to do, even if you have oily skin, which I know you said you have kind of combination skin.
Yes.
It's okay to still moisturize because what happens with skin is even a lot of times your skin will produce oil as a defense mechanism because it's dehydrated. I don't know if you know that.
No,
yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So I'm just using a sponge. This sponge is a non-latex. So I always typically use a non-latex sponge just because a lot of times people will have an allergy to latex.
Okay.
And I hope everybody can kind of see. So the camera's going to be able to really see this side, and I'll have you turn sometimes just to make sure.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming we shouldn't use a cotton ball.
Cotton is going to probably break up and drag on the skin. So a sponge or a brush or your fingers is the best.
Okay. Because I usually use my fingers.
Fingers is great.
Okay.
Yep, fingers is great to moisturize with. Just want to get it in here. And I recommend, I don't know if people do, if our audience does facials or has a skincare routine. I think it's the best thing is to find out what's good for your particular skin when it comes to skincare. And a licensed esthetician can help with that.
Okay.
Right. So if you kind of just go and make yourself an appointment to get a facial, the esthetician can recommend products that are specific to your skin type.
Very good.
I usually use stuff in my kit that is just generic, good for everybody and non-reactive. This is just a Clinique moisturizer called Dramatically Different. A lot of people, when I pull
Likely.
this out, they say, "Oh, I like this."
Yes,
So yeah,
it's nice.
it's pretty good.
Mhm.
Okay, so once the skin is moisturized, I'm gonna kind of just go into your T-zone because that's where you said you have oil.
Yes.
And this is it's called an oil sucker, so it's gonna mattify just some general areas.
Okay. Now you said that you were going to give me light coverage.
Yes.
So what's wrong? What would happen if I said, you know what, I really want full coverage? What's the difference?
Okay, so coverage, if you think of it in terms of material, let's just compare it to like clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Light coverage is gonna be more like maybe a piece of lace where you can see through it.
Mm-hmm.
You could, so if I use a lighter coverage, I'm gonna be able to see some of your skin through it, as opposed to heavier coverage is gonna be more maybe like a blanket.
Okay.
Yeah. So, or fuller. I should say full coverage. Full coverage is going to be more like a blanket.
Okay.
So, just depending on the situation, where you're going, what your lifestyle is, what your skin is like. Your skin's pretty flawless, so your coverage choice matches your skin. You know what I mean? You don't need a lot of coverage.
Okay.
So, some people prefer, or you could even say to me, if I was doing your makeup, if you were going somewhere.
Yes, I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
So if I was going out at night, right, on a date, like for
Mhm.
example,
Yes.
what would I want to wear?
You might want to wear a little bit more coverage, maybe a medium to full, because that'll still give you the flexibility to feel like you're natural, but just like a little bit more made up, especially if it's at night. You're funny. I cannot.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm trying to. All right, so I'm just going to let you do your magic, work your magic, because I have questions about this. All right, so let me just ask you a question. You've been married now for 18 years.
Yes.
What has been the foundation of your relationship? What can you share with those who might be listening?
I would say the biggest foundation is friendship. I think that what really makes our relationship work is that we're friends. We were actually friends first.
Wow.
We were friends for about 2 years before it became a relationship. And so we knew each other. We weren't putting up a facade for each other. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna go on with the foundation while I'm talking.
Go ahead. All right, wait, before you do that.
Yes.
What did you put on me just before you did that?
Oh, so that was the oil sucker. So I put that in the middle because you tend to get a little bit oily. Okay. I went ahead and put that on. Okay. Now, if I was going to use a very matte foundation on you, which this one has a little bit, this is a tint and has some just more hydration, I would be very sparing with that oil sucker because it tends to, if you're putting something that's more mattifying or fuller coverage, it tends to really grip it. So you just have to kind of know what result you want to get. And I definitely want to be able to see your skin. Okay. So I'm just going to use this one. And it's just a tint. It's like a sheer tint. It's from Morphe. It's called.
And it's a sheer tint.
Yes, it's called Hint Hint Skin Tint. Literally. Okay. But you can certainly look into like brands. There's like tinted moisturizers. Those are usually less coverage. Or you can also, if you have a fuller coverage foundation that you like, you can mix it with a little bit of moisturizer. Okay. And use it and just kind of sheer it out if you just want to have a lighter coverage that day. Okay. Or for that occasion. I'm hoping you can see this on camera.
Yeah. I hope so.
Let's see.
Okay, so you talked about friendship as a great foundation.
Yes.
Now, let me just go back to this makeup for a moment.
Okay.
How did you know what color to use or what shade to use for me?
I have been doing this for so long that
Okay.
my speaking of foundation, my foundation is MAC Cosmetics,
Uh-huh.
and it's a very fast-paced environment with, people. It's like a revolving door. People are coming in. You have to help a large volume of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get to know people's complexion really quick after, looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps to also be familiar with what products you're working with.
Okay.
So I'm able to pretty easily determine, just looking at people. You're going to assess not just their face but their neck and their chest as well, because once you put the foundation on, you want to make sure that it matches this whole area.
Oh, nice, nice.
Mhm.
All right. So it just occurred to me that there is something called the undertone.
Yes.
What is that?
Undertone is basically what really like peeks out underneath your skin. So you're obviously a woman who is brown, but sometimes, so if I was to make your foundation from scratch, I would mix a number of primary colors together. Some people lean more into yellow primary,
Mm-hmm.
some people lean more into red,
Mm-hmm.
and some people are more neutral, which is like an exact, like a 50-50 combination of both.
Mm-hmm.
But every foundation has reds in it and yellows.
Okay.
So that's what basically the definition of an undertone is. How you know what your undertone is basically, it's probably the easiest way is to look at your veins.
Mm-hmm.
And if your veins look more green, you probably have more of a yellow undertone.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of women of color lean more toward neutral or yellow undertone. Depends. It depends on how deep their skin tone is too.
Okay. So a woman who might be darker skinned, she also be yellow or would she be more
She
red?
could be,
Okay.
yes. I
All right.
actually have a friend who is more of a golden, but she's a deeper skin
Mm-hmm.
complexion. Um, so yeah, it's very personal, the undertone.
Okay.
I think that this is good. So this is just basically, I'm just getting this all over using the sponge. I'm just using kind of like a stippling
Mm-hmm.
motion.
Now I noticed how you're applying it. So I used to just kind of swipe it,
Yeah.
swipe it on, just whatever it was I was applying.
Hmm.
And I noticed that you're kind of dapping.
Yes,
Okay.
because I kind of want to, especially while it's very wet, I kind of want it to stay where I place it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm being very strategic with where I place it. Um, and I just kind of want to push it in rather than swipe. Now, swiping is fine, but you're going to probably wipe away more product when you do it that way. And are you using your fingers, or are you using a sponge, or are you using a brush?
A brush.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's nothing wrong with doing that, but you're probably going to see less makeup, and this is already a more sheer coverage.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel comfortable with just kind of pushing it in the skin.
Okay.
Yeah, and if we wanted to, like, let's say you decided like, oh, this, I can see too much of this on my skin, we could certainly swipe. You know what I mean? We can
Okay.
certainly like drag some of it away.
So
That's
for
fine.
people who are new to applying foundation, should they use a sponge or would it be okay to use a brush? Or does it not matter?
I think it's a preference thing. I learned makeup using brushes because I was more so in the retail world.
Mm-hmm.
But sponges do the job too.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really what you feel comfortable with. If
Okay.
you do use a sponge, I did it ahead of time off camera. I wet the sponge, so you completely soak the sponge with water and then wring it out as much as possible, so that it doesn't absorb all your product.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Great, great, great.
I'm going to actually go in with some concealer next.
Okay. All right. So why concealer?
So concealer is going to give you a little extra coverage in certain strategic areas.
Mm-hmm.
So like under eyes and sometimes like the middle of the face, you just kind of want to brighten up.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. And I always choose, like, because you like a natural look,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go maybe like a half a shade to 1 shade lighter.
Okay.
If you were to want more, like what I have is more of a fuller look,
Okay.
I probably went about 2 shades lighter with my concealer, and it's all here and in the middle of my face,
Okay.
so you can see a difference.
Now, when I'm applying makeup, I always think that okay, you are so nice by saying that you want to lighten, but I always think that they're darker here, like here, and like, I guess this is where you would put, I don't know, this area below where you would apply the blush. This would be my darker area.
Yes.
And then here. So it's like you're lightening, but you're also covering or concealing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So anywhere you put a lighter color, it's gonna brings forward.
Okay.
And then where you put something darker, it's gonna pull it back. So when you put on foundation or tint, like we just did tint, it kind of makes you one dimensional. It's like all one color, which that's not natural. Okay. Most people, when you look at them with no makeup on, you can see where the dimension actually naturally is. So we're just kind of putting that back in, but we want to do it in a subtle way so that it doesn't look like artificial. Okay. If that makes any sense.
It does. It does.
Okay.
Okay. So here's a question. I'm just going to talk while you're applying.
Talk away.
So, like when you're in the dating game, okay, as some women are,
okay,
you don't want any concealer going on in that dating process.
No, you don't.
Because you want to see every dimension. Am I right?
That is...
Well, I mean, it's been a while for you, but it's true. I'm in the dating game. You don't want any concealer. You want to see it all.
I love
the
that
good,
analogy.
The bad, and maybe the ugly, potentially.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
So I think that, if we're going to have long-lasting relationships, we got to be able to see it all. And now, here's the thing. When you are out in the public, you don't need to see those negative things. Right? But when you're in a relationship, you need to see everything that's going on because you want to know that person inside and out.
I agree.
Okay. Am I right?
I agree. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. But when you're in public, you don't need to see all of that.
No. So are we talking, so we're talking dating. So we're talking getting to know someone.
Yep.
Oh,
okay.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah. That is good because it's like you think about it. Most people bring their representative at first, right? So that is concealer.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
So I guess you probably do have to, I guess it takes time to kind of really get to know. Can I have you look up to the ceiling? Yeah, perfect. To really get to know, who it is that you have, who you're dealing with.
Right. So you're not going to expose everything at first.
Right.
So you want to wait. But at some point, you've got to be able to expose and feel comfortable being vulnerable. How do you get to that process, though, do you think, where you're feeling like you can trust someone?
I think it depends on the person, too, largely, because I think that your own discernment comes into play with that. It's like, are you feeling at ease with this person? Do you feel like you can kind of go ahead and be open, or does your nervous system tell you otherwise?
Don't do
when
it.
You're around it. Yeah, don't you think that?
I think you're right.
So I think that you kind of have to really use your gut, and that's why you have to be prayerful too. You know what I mean? When you're around people, you kind of have to figure out, is this someone who's trustworthy, who I can open up to, or do I need to keep moving?
Keep moving, right. And so when those red flags start flying, just kind of bring it in. Yeah. But if they're not flying, because you can't actually build on a relationship unless you are being open and honest.
Agreed. That is very true. Yes. So I think there's levels. I think there's levels of vulnerability where there's certain things and you might be fine with sharing in the beginning stages and showing that person that part of your personality, your life, whatever the case may be. And then later on, there are certain things you might reserve for when you feel more comfortable or when you have established trust.
Well said. I agree.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. I'm here all day.
I can't believe now. You and I met a little over 18 years ago.
Yes.
And I cannot believe that you've been married for 18.
I know. I got married when I was 3. Just joking.
Gosh. And so I'm talking to this woman who's a married woman who's got so much experience, and
that's crazy.
I
know.
It is crazy. Yeah.
Time flies.
It does.
I know.
It does.
My husband. Because he used to back then he used to substitute teach. So he sees his former students out, and they still call him Mr. They still call him Mr. Campbell, and
as they should.
And they're like their parents. Some of them have grown kids. It's crazy.
I know. So we're all getting
crazy.
A little bit older,
yes.
Just a little, not a lot.
It's so true.
How am I looking?
Amazing. So I'm doing the same type of motion with the brush as far as pushing the product in.
Okay.
And because I want it to kind of be where I place it. I'm hoping, can you turn toward the camera? I just want to see if they can see. Okay, so it looks bright. These lights are bright. Don't panic.
Don't panic.
We're gonna put the darker shades in as well.
I need to push
we're gonna
back some.
No, we're fine. Okay. It comes together.
Okay.
We'll be able to see in a second.
Some people don't think that makeup is necessary, right? That the inner beauty should shine forth, and it can, and it does. But makeup also has a place, wouldn't you say? That it allows, it allows the beauty that we possess inside and outside to show forth, to be brought forth.
I agree. It definitely, it's a good way to kind of be able to express who you truly feel like on the inside. That's how I look at it. Sometimes, you feel like makeup can serve many different purposes, and you can be like, sometimes it's just you want to have fun with it and you want to wear color or you want to explore. I love it because I always say, especially when I used to work in customer service, I always used to say, it's just makeup. You can wipe it off. If it's something that, if it's too much or you feel like you don't like it, it's just a simple makeup wipe. And you can get rid of it. You know what I mean? It's not permanent. It's something that you can, just play around with, see what you like, and you can use it to express yourself a little bit. I think that's how I got into it. When I first started wearing makeup, I was probably in my early 20s, and a friend of mine is a makeup artist. She is my makeup mentor, Monica, and we were going to a homecoming, college homecoming. And so this was like my first time meeting her and stuff. And she was like, here, let me, she just wanted to put a little bit of shadow on me, eyeshadow. And I was like, okay. And so she had a palette and I had on a green top, and she's like, I'll put some green on you. And when she put that green on my eyes, first of all, that was the first time I ever saw pigment that the way it looked in the palette is the way it transferred onto my skin. That was like amazing to me because usually it didn't look the same once you put it on. And then it was just a fun expression of, okay, I have this color on my shirt. Back then, that's what you did. If you had on a certain color shirt, that's the color you wore on your
Okay.
eyes.
Okay.
That
Right.
was
It's kind of changed a little bit.
yeah,
Just a
I think a
little.
lot of people like neutrals now.
Mhm.
I mean, but then again,
It's
sometimes, you might do color.
right.
But yeah, I think that it definitely is a way to express yourself.
I love that. I really, really do. I mean, I wish that I was more proficient, but it's a great way to look at it. I mean, you wake up in the morning
Mhm.
and you say to yourself, I'm going to work and I feel this way,
Yes.
or I'm going out, I'm going to the theater, I feel this way. So let me
Yes.
put a little on. And it is an expression. It's not saying, I am this or I am that. It's
Right.
just an expression of what's happening on the inside for that moment.
For that moment. It's
I
not
love that.
permanent.
It's not permanent.
I love that about it. And if
Mhm.
you don't want to, don't do
Don't
it
do it.
either. That's fine too. But that's where good skincare does come into play too,
Okay.
because to me, you always want a good foundation as far as the health of your skin, and the texture of how your skin appears naturally.
Mhm.
That's very, very important. So if you take care of your skin, you don't need it, but if you want it, you can do it.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. I know we're just talking foundation, but
Mhm.
when you talked about natural, I noticed you tonight have just a very natural lip gloss.
Oh,
You
thank
know?
you. This is actually 3 things.
Oh, okay. See, I just
See,
look at you.
it looks like it's like very natural, but it's actually a brown liner, a matte liquid lipstick, and then a gloss on top. But the colors that I chose are similar to my skin tone, so that's what makes it look natural.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I
I
wish I
know.
was you. I do really that to know how to. But anyway, all right. Okay.
Okay, so now that we've so what I didn't talk about, what I just did, I took a deeper shade and I went around your forehead and then in the hollows of your cheeks, just to kind of create what we talked about earlier, which is to kind of pull things in. So you want to recede that. You want to like pull in the hollows of the cheeks, and then sometimes around the forehead. If just to kind of balance what we see. That's all. And a lot of times when you're in the sun, that's where you get darker naturally.
That's where
anyway.
it's darker. Yeah,
Yes.
I know. Yeah.
So you're just putting darker where it would naturally be. And then I'm just going to go in with powder and kind of just what we call set it.
Okay, so it's a setting powder.
Yes.
So what you were applying was the tint and a darker tint or coverage,
Yes.
and then now you're doing a setting powder. Okay.
Yep. So the setting powder is kind of like, I think of it as when you do your nails and you do the top coat.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's going to do. It kind of just locks everything in.
Okay.
And melts it into your skin. It helps to also, depending on the powder, it'll help to minimize pores. It takes the shine down. Powder is really gonna pull the look together.
Now, is powder a neutral color?
So this powder that I chose, it does have a little bit of color to it, but you can do one that's translucent
Okay.
that has no color at all. It's totally a preference thing. I like ones that have a little bit of color, but so with powder tends to go on the skin darker than what it looks like in the pan.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to be a little bit careful. Like I would choose, like if I wanted to keep it the same color, I would choose a powder that's slightly lighter.
Okay.
Yes. Just to.
Oh, I know. For the concealer that you applied, is the concealer the same color as the foundation, or is it a different color?
That was it's lighter. So
Lighter.
it's about a half a shade
lighter. Okay.
Half a shade lighter. I'm gonna have you look up again for me because I just want to really set under your eyes. Okay. And we're kind of knocking the shine off. And on camera, shine tends to read a little stronger. So I'm gonna try to do my best to get this as matte as I can, just so that's not super shiny. Now, how does this feel so far?
It feels very light.
Okay, good. It looks very light. It looks like an enhancement of what you had just right before we applied anything. I'm literally just setting everything. And I'm just using it's a synthetic and real hair blend brush.
Synthetic in your head. Okay.
And it's you can use this kind of brush for liquid, powder,
Ah, okay.
any of it.
Now you're partial to, well, I shouldn't say partial, but you like MAC products.
You know what's funny? I do like MAC products, but I have other brands that I use as well. After I worked at MAC, I actually managed a boutique
Mhm.
of a brand called Makeup Forever.
Okay.
I did that in King of Prussia. I did that for maybe like 5 years,
Mhm.
and I love their complexion products as well.
So everyone has to find the product that works best for them, for their skin.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's sometimes that comes down to just trial and error, just kind of trying something, seeing how you like it. I still to this day try foundation all the time.
Really?
Yes, I'll get a recommendation from a friend. I have not all my friends, but a lot of my friends are also makeup girlies or makeup artists,
Mhm.
or they have some type of, foot in the business. And so I'll get things all the time across my path
Mhm.
where I'm like, oh, I want to try that. I think foundation, concealer, complexion products are probably my favorite.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Right.
yeah, it's kind of the when I first started doing makeup, it was kind of like there was a handful of brands that were your tried and true. MAC was one of them, where it was like, you knew where to go if you need a foundation match, or you need, whatever, or if you need your makeup done, you would go there. But now, because of social media, there's a lot of indie brands. There's brands that have came out of nowhere and have amazing products. Even drugstore products have changed. Like there's amazing drugstore products out here too, as well. Yeah.
Well, I've tried a number of them, but I always keep coming back to MAC. I don't know.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
you found your.
Mm-hmm. I got a wonderful lipstick just a few days ago. Really nice for the fall. Really nice color.
Oh, okay. Is it a deeper tone?
Deeper tone, yes.
I like a deeper tone for fall for sure. I'm literally taking a deeper powder and going over top of that deeper contour, the deeper shade that I put earlier, just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension. And you can use any type of, this is just a pressed powder. You can use a foundation powder. You can use a sheer setting powder to kind of just sculpt the face a little bit.
Now, is there a difference between the setting powder and the spray?
Yes. Okay. So there's a couple different things. There is a spray that kind of rehydrates your makeup. It's gonna kind of like make it look a little bit more like skin when you spray it on. And then there is a spray that it's more of an aerosol. It's gonna fix everything in place.
Okay.
And keep the matte, or keep the same texture that you left there.
Okay.
So that's just basically like a very last step.
Okay.
And that helps if you really want to just lock your makeup in for hours.
Okay. So there's the setting powder and the setting spray.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We usually do them both.
Oh, okay.
We do both.
Okay. Okay, but you want that look. You want the natural, beautiful glow.
Exactly.
And so you've got to take time.
Exactly.
It takes time. You know what? That just makes me think about the fact that relationships take time, right?
Exactly.
It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight.
No, it doesn't.
And you've got to wait. You've got to be patient, because if you want the right look, the right person, You gotta be patient.
You do have to be patient, and you have to not rush yourself, I feel like not put yourself on any timetable,
Okay.
just kind of let things flow.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the other person feels that if you are in a hurry, if you're in a rush, the other person might feel like that pressure.
All right. Yes.
You know
I
what I
agree.
mean?
I agree with you.
And I know how I feel. I don't want to be pressured.
Mm-mm.
And so I feel like when things are organic, you can just let them flow. And,
I like that. Just let it happen organically.
I love that. Yeah, I think so. I think it helps you to also just takes pressure off of yourself
Mm-hmm.
and the other person.
This has become very therapeutic, this whole session.
I love this. I told you I'm here all
I
night.
know. I know.
I'm putting blush on your cheeks
Okay.
just to kind of give you a little bit of color. And I chose an orange color. Turn this way for me. Yep.
I've been hearing that some ladies, some women
Mm-hmm.
are pretty demanding when it comes to what they want from a guy.
Oh.
And I'm not so sure they should be demanding. I think that it should happen organically. And I think that we should have reasonable expectations
Mm-hmm.
and that we should allow each person to bring what they have to the table
I agree.
and respect that.
I agree. I think that that's very true. I think but that's wisdom. That comes with time too. I think that what you're saying is so true. Um, I think that maybe my younger self was probably like that, like not demanding, but more so in my mind had it fixed. Like this is what I want. This is what I want. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not really necessarily so considering the other person's their ideas of what they feel like,
Yeah, exactly.
the timeline should look like or what the relationship should look like.
Right.
So I think over time I did learn that.
Because you got to remember there are two people in the relationship, not
Yes.
just one, right?
Yeah, it's true.
And so I don't even like to say it's a give and take. I don't like that. I mean, it may be true.
Mm-hmm.
You may use the term compromise, but I think that if two people come to the table who are reasonable and adults and really want the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
a long-lasting relationship, they're reasonable in terms of what the expectation is. And if they communicate well about what their expectations are, I think that they can come to terms. I don't think it works when
Okay.
you're demanding. I don't think that's going to work in any situation.
I agree. I think that better than demanding, I think it's just more communicative. Just like really learn that other person's style of communication and how you present things, because demanding, I don't think anybody wants demands made on them.
I agree.
It kind of makes you go the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
But if you kind of just are verbal about what you want and allow the person to be verbal about what they want and really hone a good communication style between the two of you, I think that that's the best strategy.
Okay.
I
agree.
So that everybody is happy. At least everyone's heard,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone's heard. I think that's important because sometimes one or the other may not feel like they're being heard. So that's very important. Yeah.
It's super important. Let's see. So we just did a little bit of blush and highlighter. So I did just like a little shiny, it's like a gold tone right on the high parts of your cheekbones, just to kind of really like make it look a little glow.
Okay.
Because I know you like a natural look. Mm-hmm. I feel like even though, so your complexion's pretty much done, but I feel like do you mind if I put a little mascara just to kind
No,
of finish the look? Okay.
not at all.
Because I feel like I don't like leaving you just with foundation.
Mhm.
What do you normally wear? Like if you were to do your own makeup?
I would do a very natural.
Like, would you do anything on your eyes?
I would, but it would be very natural. I may have a gold tint
Okay.
because I think that gold is sort of neutral, unless I'm wearing something that's like silvery, you know.
Okay.
But a gold or natural, or maybe I don't even know what I have upstairs, but something very natural,
Okay.
you know. And then I would put a nice blush. Usually it's a pink blush.
Okay.
And then the mascara.
Okay, perfect.
And I bought a mascara prime a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay. A MAC.
Yes.
I like that primer.
It really does set the actual mascara up.
It does.
To look natural.
For success.
Yes. It really does.
It does. I'm just going in with this. It's like a Maybelline volumizing mascara. I'm gonna kind of do it. I like to use when I do mascara on the bottom, I like it to kind of give an eyeliner effect. So that's what I did on myself. I don't know if you can see my bottom lashes. This is not eyeliner, it's just mascara. But then I have lashes up top.
Oh, so that is just mascara.
On the bottom.
On the bottom.
Look down for me. I'm just gonna kind of brush some through here. Because your eyes are definitely beautiful. We want to kind of enhance them a little bit.
You know, I think you were saying eyeshadow. I think I was referring to eyeshadow, and you were thinking you said
that's
mascara.
okay. Yeah, eyeshadow is fine too. I was just wondering, in general, what you do on your eyes, if anything. That's all I was asking. And then look up for me. I'm just gonna hit your bottom lashes. Your eyes are so pretty.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go in one more, look down one more time. I'm gonna go on the top one more time. Just to coat it. I usually like to really like get in the root of the lash and then brush up. You have a nice curl, a natural curl to your lashes.
I try to pull them out though, because I don't like to wear the actual eyelashes. So I try to pull my natural ones out so that they look like.
Extend them? Yeah, absolutely. I love that. That's perfect. I'm just gonna kind of put a little bit more powder closer to underneath your lashes. And I think that's pretty much our complexion look. Look way up again for me. Powder it a little bit better. I love the shape of these sponges because it fits underneath the eyes very well. That little bottom part fits in where you want it to fit. And then we could even do like a little gloss on you.
Okay.
Little shimmer. What other questions do you have for me?
I just love being made up.
Me too. When my baby sister does makeup too, when she does my makeup.
She does your makeup? Your baby sister. I think she did me once.
Yes.
Yes, you recommended her. Yes.
When she does my makeup, I'm like, I feel like $1,000,000 and I never want to take it off. This is just a sheer gloss. This is like a good daytime look overall, what we're doing. And then we're gonna spray you.
Okay, now we're doing the spray.
Yep, I'm gonna have you take a breath in and just hold it for a second. So this is the one that's gonna kind of rehydrate everything. I'm gonna cool you off the fan.
Okay.
I'm gonna dry it. Let's see if Aura's working today. I call my fan Aura.
How'd you get that?
That's her name. I think that one of my colleagues and I, Terry, she looked it up and it was like, I think Aura means like a cool breeze or something like that. I was like, that's perfect. She's my companion. Okay, and then this is the other spray that I was telling you about.
Oh, okay, yes.
Okay, so excuse the spray in advance because it sticks sometimes, so it's gonna spray longer than what I want it to. But this is also it's called On Till Dawn. So this is the one that's gonna like waterproof everything, lock it in.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
This is absolutely phenomenal.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you take a breath in again, and then hold it. I don't want you to breathe in all of this. Okay. So, all right. It didn't stick as bad.
Okay.
And then I'll let you see.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is great.
Yay. You like it?
This is really wonderful.
Okay, good.
I love it. It's very natural. That's exactly the way I like it.
Okay, good. It's you. Just a little, like I said, enhancement.
Just a little enhancement. That's what makeup does.
Yes.
It enhances the beauty that's already there.
It does. Absolutely.
You know, for the life of me, I don't know why anyone wouldn't want to enhance what's beautiful.
Exactly.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to do that? What would be the problem with enhancing what's beautiful?
Exactly.
So, for example, you said the basics is having a really nice skin, taking care of the skin.
Mm-hmm.
So suppose someone said, you know what, I want to enhance just my eyes because I think that they're beautiful. So you could do that.
Of course. Absolutely.
Or if they had beautiful eyebrows, they could do that.
They could do that.
But it's still makeup.
Absolutely.
You know, and go ahead.
And people do, ask for that all the time, especially working in the retail. When I used to work in retail, they would ask those questions all the time. And it would be like, oh, can you show me how to do my eyebrows? Or, they had a favorite part of their face that they wanted to learn how to enhance. And then we would just show them how to, what products are good for that and how to enhance that. Absolutely. Sometimes if I don't really want to wear foundation or much of anything on my skin, I want to give my skin a break. But I want to still look awake and, a little bit with it, I'll just pop a lash on and maybe fill in my brows a little bit, and just that, because the eyes are such a focal point of the face. And then I'll just go out like that.
It makes a difference.
It does make a difference.
And you know what? I'm going to be honest. When I have makeup on, I feel like I'm like A1. I'm serious. I do. Because I feel like every part of this face is perfect. And when you feel that, when you know that, you feel better about what you've got on.
Yes.
It modifies your stride.
Yeah.
It just makes you feel overall beautiful. It, from top to bottom. And I think as women, listen, I'm just going to say it. I think it's time for us to be bold and do what we want to do, what we need to do to this body from top to bottom.
I agree.
And not let anyone keep us from being that, from being bold and feeling good about ourselves. And if makeup makes us feel that way, do it.
Let's go. Yeah, I think too. I think that sometimes there's like this confidence that comes forth whenever I make someone up. I can tell. You can just you see a shift in their confidence.
Yes.
You see them start to play with their hair. They start to look at themselves different in the mirror. It's just a different, I think it kind of is, we could compare it when a guy gets a haircut.
Yes.
How, like they say,
Right.
it's a different guy that walked in
Right.
than the one that
They
walked
left
out
it.
of that barbershop.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with makeup for
That's right.
ladies.
That's right.
It does.
I would love to see a before and after of like 10 or 12 women, right? Do a
Mhm.
test and see them go in and then walk out.
Yes.
I know it shifts.
It does.
And sometimes we need that shift.
Yeah, it helps you.
It helps you to see that not only are you beautiful inside, but you can also be more beautiful outside. And I think what it is that we need to break out of the shell, out of the box
Mhm.
that we've put ourselves in.
I agree.
You know?
Yep. I think that also it makes the way you feel like people perceive you, it changes that too. Because even if people are perceiving you the exact same way, I don't know, there's something in your mind where when you look your best, and it doesn't even just have to be makeup, it can be like your best outfit,
Yes.
your hair is
Yes.
done. I think that you're able to kind of stand a little taller. When you walk into a room, you own it a little better, and you feel like people perceive you, they receive you better.
Exactly.
That way.
I'm going to be honest. I agree 100% with you.
Mhm.
I'm just going to turn this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. See.
Okay. So this is the work of my wonderful friend, and this is me. I hope you like it. Can I sleep in this tonight?
No.
I can't.
Don't do that.
Yeah, because I got to take care of my skin, right?
Take care of your skin. Let that skin breathe.
Okay. All right.
But you got some time before bed, hopefully.
Maybe I could do a FaceTime with someone.
Yes. Do a FaceTime.
You know, so we'll,
call some people on FaceTime.
Exactly. And say, here am I. How do you like it?
Go to the grocery store.
There you go. There you go.
Go be seen.
Yes. So tell me, what would you say to our audience about beauty, about having a great foundation, and making sure your relationships last?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think that the best foundation is one where you are really in tune with yourself, first of all.
Okay.
So if we're talking about skin, I'll use myself for example. When I turned probably 38 is when I first started learning about skincare and being like, oh, I need to take care of the skin, because I was working in makeup. I was wearing it every single day. It was going into my pores. I felt like my pores were large. So when I learned that, oh, you need to take care of this, the base, the foundation, that really helped me to understand the bigger picture better. And so over time, my skin improved. So my relationship, it changed my relationship with makeup, because I wasn't using it anymore as a cover up. I was more so using it as an enhancement or just for fun, because and it made me feel more comfortable with how I look without it. So, and I think it's like the same thing with relationships. It's like when you're really in tune with yourself, you know what you want, you're able to communicate that with others and be true to yourself. It helps people to be able to connect with you better as a person.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, I think that
was so well said.
Thank you. I think that's what it is. And I think as far as lasting relationships, I think it goes to mutual respect. If you keep that in the forefront of any relationship, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, respect each other, and also, again, communication. I think that's a big one. And I think also, this next point goes with both skin as well as relationships, where it's like, keep the things that you like, the things that you enjoy at the forefront instead of the things that you don't like. So highlight the things that you enjoy about the other person. You know what I mean?
Yes,
In
I do.
your mind, and instead of rehearsing things like, oh, he left that sock on the floor or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of have to focus on the things that you enjoy about the other person, whether it's a friend or a romantic partner. And the same thing about your physical aesthetic. It's like when I was when I was little, this having this dimple in my chin was like seen as like, oh, you have a butt chin, or maybe it was something that was I perceived that others looked at it negatively.
Mhm.
But I learned that I like this. Like this is
Yeah.
unique. This is,
That's right.
me.
Mhm.
And so now I wear it proudly. Like it's one of the things that I really love about myself.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Wow, you're full of wisdom.
Thank you.
I am encouraged. I feel, I feel beautiful, but
Okay,
I
good.
feel good inside. And I think it's because, when we connect with people of like minds,
Mhm.
and there's a connection, it automatically makes us feel good
Yes.
about ourselves and about our circle. And I think that tells me that we should always be in a circle where we're feeling good, where there are
I agree.
people around us that makes us feel good and highlights, those good things about us,
I agree.
and are able to impart good things to us, where there's that give and take.
Yes.
And if we're not in that kind of circle where we're feeling good about who we are and what we believe in, then maybe it's not the circle we should be in.
I agree.
But when we're in a circle, or when we're connecting with someone who thinks the way we do, it makes us feel good about ourselves. And
It does.
and I feel extremely blessed and grateful that I know you, and I know I've said this already.
Aw.
But sometimes the walk we have may take us in separate directions, but it always brings us back.
Yes.
Because you're like-minded.
Yes.
And I believe that that's what's happened tonight.
I agree.
And I am just grateful to God. I thank Him
Me too.
for the opportunity to share this platform with you.
Thank you. And thank you for having me. I think that it's such a pleasure. And I was telling you off camera, I was telling her that this was something that was actually on my list of things to do, which is to put myself out there more. I'm kind of, even though I have this personality that people are all like, when I tell people that I'm actually shy, they're like, "What?" But I'm really a shy person. So this was great to just like push me right out of my comfort zone and get me, to get on camera and just flow.
All
So
right, and you flowed.
Thank you.
You flowed, girl.
It's so fun.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Thanks for joining Arby's Kitchen Talk, where the heart touches the soul, and share this video with others. I hope you learned a little bit about how important foundation matters, and we'll see you next time. All right. God bless you.
Thank you.
I think we got to hit this one.
Oh.
Okay, we did it.
Oh, we did it?
We did it.
It ended?
It ended. Yep.
I couldn't see. I couldn't see any.
Right? Yeah.
I guess I couldn't see anything. I hope that it was actually going the whole time.
Oh yeah, it said live. It did say live.
Okay.
It said live. So it was.
Because when this popped up, I was like,
I don't know what the heck that was. I wasn't even going to try to pay attention to it because it says allow Google. I don't even know.
Text me.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Allow. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Let me see if they watched. Did y'all watch? But if they didn't watch, it's on there, right?
It is
anyway,
on there.
okay.
It's on there.
I love
this. This was great.
It just came.
Yes, it flowed. And I was like, okay, Rhonda, shut up. So that she could put this stuff on you.
No, it was good.
Like, did they see it? Let me see if Matthew.
Oh, yes, see if Matthew saw it. Oh my gosh. This was fun.
This was great. I don't think I have had so much fun in a while, to be honest. Did you see it, Matt?
She was. No, not yet.
Oh my gosh. We were here
I'm
talking
crying.
about you and everything.
We were talking.
No, I ain't even shit.
You didn't.
I was watching the Eagles.
Oh no.
Oh,
not-
the Eagles
yeah.
are still on? Oh, nobody probably
Yeah,
watched it.
yeah. I didn't think the guys would be watching it anyway. Okay, Matthew. Well, because I wanted you to see my makeup. Are you in a compromised position?
Oh, she said we're still live.
No.
Yeah.